Hi everyone, it's Zeralda here, and today I'm going to be soloing Chaos Lord Wolfwing of the Darkovia area, who was the 5th Lord of Chaos. The Darkovia zone started off promising and it really captured my attention because I, like many others, had played the original Adventure Quest Darkovia, which is like the Adventure Quest Darkovia, filled with werewolves, vampires, and werepires. However, the original Adventure Quest also has some Draco werepires and basically just a lot of other cool stuff that went on. So when they announced that, I had some high hopes for the zone. I thought it was going to be really something special. At the time, Stats was finally nearing completion and release, and so a lot of us were eagerly waiting to be able to level up again, to have new classes, and to actually have a stat system that increased your character's power as you leveled up, because that used to be lacking in the day. As a result, there was speculation and even sub-promises on part of the staff about various classes, such as Vampire, Werewolf, and Vampire Slayer classes, which have not yet seen the light of day, but have not been ruled out entirely, I don't think. Darkovia was the first zone to have two factions within it. All the others, like Dwarfhold, Good, Evil, or Yokai, had just been the one. This was the first to have both, well, to have two opposing sides, and they've only done it once since in the Blood Tusk zone, with the Hawks and the Trolls. Here it was vampires and lycans, or werewolves, or whatever you'd have them called. Because there were no classes in these rep zones, it was a bit of a drag repping them up, and it was a bit of a drag having to do two at once. The items were a mix of side specific in terms of looks and a bit of chaos side specific to go with that. It wasn't the most rewarding rep store, but it was okay. Another point of interest was the war, and those were pretty cool because it was the first two-sided war that the game had ever had between the werewolves and the vampires. Now, I picked the vampires in all this, and I proved to be on the losing side. The werewolves won very convincingly. It was cool, and there was speculation that because of stats and the testing on the PTR server, that there was going to be PvP, player versus player wars, but that never happened. The story here really did seem to follow the generic: you arrive, you mess around, you try and figure stuff out, you find the Chaos Beast, you slay it, and then you beat the Chaos Lord. And so it did lack the quality of story we were expecting from Darkovia. However, there was an interesting little snippet at the end, and this is where the spoilers come in, where you had the choice whether to kill Wolfwing herself or to let him live. Either way, Wolfwing dies and is reduced to a pile of dust, and in the full moon you see that his eyes open again, and so he's implied to be around still. So we'll see how that eventuates. Overall, I did enjoy the Darkovia zone. It was cool, but it wasn't nearly as good as it should have been. And I hope that there is a revisit in the future, that it's done well, and that the Vampire Slayer, the Vampire class, and the Werewolf class do make appearances in-game at some point. And that they do maybe even add some of that Draco Werepire stuff from original Adventure Quest. I am still working on the Chrono Corruptor video. I will get that out soon. There will also be the continuation of the Nulgith Zone guides. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.